up, y'all? This week we calling it with No Country for Old Men by Cormac McCarthy. Down in the southwest side of Texas, country boy Lou Ellen Moss rolling strapped through the desert, hunting antelope when, oh damn, the hell happened over here? Bodies everywhere. And from the look of the gas these boys was packing, this must have been some kind of drug deal gone hella wrong. One dude still breathing and all like, say man, can you hook a brother up with some water? But Moss just like, bitch, I don't know you. After scoping out the area some more, he finds the last brother standing in a leather case full of big faces. I'm talking $2.4 million. Ooh, baby, that's NFL money. Moss head back home to count his fat stacks, but start feeling like a real leaving that Mexican dude hanging. So he head back to the spot with a jug of water and gets out of his car, which is about the stupidest damn thing he could have done. It ain't long before he realized he ain't out in the boonies by himself. There's some creep lurking around his whip. Oh, Moss tried to bail, but them pushers chase his ass through the desert. Eventually, he managed to shake him off and calls up his lady, Carla Jean, and tell her she gotta bust ass over to her mama's crib till things cool off a bit. When wind of this mess comes to old lawman Ed Tom Bell, he decides he's gonna make sure that Moss and Carla Jean make it out alive. Especially since he did some bunk shit back in World War II and wanna do some good to make up for it. But shit gets real whack when a hitman named Anton Chigurh hit the streets to hunt down that cash. Hey look, this is one cat you don't wanna with. Chigurh packing a silent shotgun and an air-powered stun gun that not only can blow a hole in a brother's head, but can rip the locks off doors like it ain't nothing. Also hot on the trail of them Benjamins is Carson Wells, another hitman who got beef with Chigurh. Anyway, Chigurh catch up with Moss across the border, and they start busting caps in each other till both of them walk away with gnarly wounds. Chigurh patch himself up in a hotel like a real hard ass, while Moss rests up in a hospital. Wells drops in on Moss and be like, say dog, you have no idea who you dealing with. Chigurh ain't gonna stop looking for you even if he gets the money back. He's still gonna find you and put your ass 6 feet deep. But I'll take care of him for you if you give me that cheddar. Wells leaves and Moss marinate on it for a while, but it's too late. Chigurh corners Wells and murks his ass right as Moss calling Wells to seal the deal. Chigurh picks up the phone and tell Moss that he better cough up that cash or he gonna kill Carla Jean. Damn son, just got real. Since Carla Jean started to bug out, she called up Sheriff Ed to tell him where Moss gonna lay low. Guess who traced the call? That's right, crazy-ass Chigurh. So when Ed Tom's crusty ass swang over to the motel, he finds Moss lying in chalk. Apparently, he got smoked by a gang of drug pushers also searching for the money. Good looking out, Ed. Later, Chigurh roll up on that motel room and find the money stashed in the vent and hand it over to the big dog. Since Chigurh's a man of his word, he stopped by to put a bullet in Carla Jean's dome. She begged him to just chill, so he flips a coin to decide her life. Boom! She dead. On his way out of the crib, bam! Boy gets taken out by a car. He's still alive, though. After bribing 2 kids to keep their mouths shut, Chigurh limps off into the sunset. After trying to bring the law down on Chigurh's ass for a while, old-ass Ed just says, it, retires, and starts talking about 2 trippy dreams he had after his dad died. In one, he got to borrow some ends from his pop, but just loses them. In the other, brother on a horse watching his daddy ahead of him holding a blazing horn, knowing he would light a fire that would keep on blazing in the darkness. From the first pages of the book, Sheriff Ed Tom Bell lay it on thick. The world has left his ass in the dust. See, back in his daddy's day, the hardest hoods on the block would just boost cattle. But these days, the face of evil got a way meaner mug on it, and Ed Tom and his boys ain't never seen nothing like it. These killers ain't got no code. They'll murk anybody without even tripping. Like you say on page 196, the world is going to hell in a handbasket. This truly is no country for old men. And speaking of the title, it actually comes from an old school poem by my main man W.B. Yeats called Sailing to Byzantium. In the poem, the narrator laid down some sick rhymes about how bad it sucks to get old. So he packed up his nuts and head to Byzantium, where word is some sage is gonna appear in fire and take him outside of time. Kinda like the dream Ed Tom has at the end of the book. And on top of that, the whole getting old, falling apart, and trying to chunk deuce to a shitty world thing is the same kind of bullshit Ed Tom Bell and a bunch of other brothers going through in the novel. They the old man, constantly sweating the coming of the new man, and the kind of person you gotta become to stop such stone-cold killers. Like Ed Tom say, somewhere out there is a true and living prophet of destruction, and I don't want to confront him. I know he's real, I've seen his work, I walked in front of those eyes once, I won't do it again. I won't push my chips forward and stand up and go out to meet him. It ain't just being older, I wish that it was. I can't say that it's even what you are willing to do. I think it's more like what you are willing to become, and I think a man would have to put his soul at hazard. Ain't nobody representing this new man better than Anton Chigurh, the baddest motherfucker ever. Yeah, he's cold-blooded as hell, but there's more to him than that. According to Wells, you can even say he has principles. Principles that transcend money or drugs or anything like that. Chigurh don't look at life like most people and always be philosophizing like a motherfucker. I got here the same way the coin did. For things at a common destination, there is a common path. Not always easy to see, but there. Every moment in your life is a turning and everyone a choosing. Somewhere you made a choice. All follow to this. The accounting is scrupulous. The shape is drawn. No line can be erased. To Chigurh, ain't nobody can really change the world or the that happens. In his eyes, asking questions like why couldn't things be different just don't make no sense. Things are the way they are, and we just passively participating in this cosmic cluster. Like little puzzle pieces that all randomly come together to create the here and now. All right, so Ed Tom is the good guy trying to keep it old school morality, and Chigurh is the bad guy, because the new man don't give a about nothing, right? Well, not exactly. There's some pretty interesting similarities between Ed Tom and Chigurh. They both always busting other people's balls about not speaking clearly enough, and both like to go on and on about truth and principle. Now here's where gets crazy. Ed Tom Bell straight up say, I'm not the man of an older time they say I am. Huh? Turns out Ed turned his back on his boys back in World War II and left them out to die. Even though that goes against his code. Chigurh, on the other hand, always talking about how he's a man of his word, like when he's having one last talk with Carla Jean. You've got no cause to hurt me, she said. I know, but I gave my word. My word is not dead. Nothing can change that. So now who's the man with no code? Also, when a book slanging religious imagery, they usually doing it to make the good guy look that much more righteous. But in No Country, it's Chigurh who all holy like. For real, when he ghosts that dude on the highway, the books say he places his hand on the man's head like a faith healer. Later, dude actually compares himself to acting like God. Even a non-believer might find it useful to model himself after God. Very useful, in fact. And just think about his peace. One of Chigurh's favorite ways to ice somebody is with a stun gun used to knock cattle the out. Maybe it's because it's someone like Chigurh, who the novel paints as more divine than human, everybody else just mooing sacks of flesh. God damn. Now hey y'all, if you like this episode, the best way to show your support is to not only subscribe, but to support the sponsors that help us. This week's sponsor is audible.com. Audible's got over 180,000 audiobooks, and they're giving away a free 30-day trial just for being a fan of Thug Notes. All you gotta do is click here, go to audible.com/thugnotes, and sign up. And hey, if you were digging No Country for Old Men, why not listen to the audiobook too? Thanks for watching, my well-read ballers. Sparky Sweets out. Peace.